When at last we arrived at General Yang Zhao's headquarters, my first doubts began to creep in. His fortress stood by a river, its vast walls containing a small city. But despite its impressive size, despair hung over it like a cloud. My spirits fell when I saw the wrecked remains of the Song army encamped around the walls. The listless soldiers wore a weary look of defeat. They moved around like zombies. "Look at them," I whispered to Wei Han. "They are beaten already. They just need more Ying. Girl power," she cried, and raised her fist. I rolled my eyes. Sometimes Wei Han could be very irritating. When the guards on the wall saw Zhong Bao riding ahead of us, they gave a signal. Trumpets played and gongs crashed as the gate swung open. We passed through a stone arch, and Zhong Bao led the way to the ceremonial hall, where his father was waiting with his officials. The old man rose from his throne to greet us. "I have heard that my son returns with a bride," he rasped suspiciously. Zhong Bao led Gui Ying forward. "Father, this is Mu Guiying." General Yang Zhao studied her with severe eyes. "I trust that since you are now my daughter-in-law, you are agreeable to helping your emperor save China from the Great Liao." "No," said Guiying, and the hall fell silent. The old general's eyes widened with disbelief. "But you are my son's bride. You are a member of my family. You must do what you are told." "No, never," encountered Guiying. "What?" the old man raged. He signaled to his officials. "Take my son and execute him. Let him swing from the highest tower. He deserves to die for choosing such a difficult and untrustworthy bride." As Zhong Bao was seized and dragged along the hall, Wei Han stepped forward. "That's not fair," she called, and all heads turned towards her. She raised her fist at Zhong Bao's father. "Guiying is not untrustworthy. It is you she doesn't trust. After she helps your army, what then? Will you and warlords like you steal her forests? Will you destroy their peasants' crops? Will you steal from their villages? Or will you have your respect and protection?" The old man's jaw hardened. "Who is this mean-spirited girl? Zhong Bao, where did you find such tiresome woman?" Mu Guiying placed a hand on Wei Han's shoulder. "My friend is right, General. She speaks on behalf of your brother, the young monk who sent her. If I have your word that warlords will not steal my forests and harm my friends and peasants, and if you agree to spare Zhong Bao's life, then gladly will I take command of your army. Those are my conditions." And so and I watched the old general pace up and down. His face was as black as thunder. Suddenly he gave a signal to a servant, and a gong was struck. "It is agreed," he stated. "Mu Guiying is now the commander of all the Chinese forces." The clap of his hand echoed the hall. "Go, the army is yours. You have only 12 days left in which to defeat the Great Liao, and Zhong Bao is free to come with me," Guiying demanded. General Yang tossed her a sinister smile. "Of course, I would never have killed my own son."